Everything you are about to witness is for entertainment purposes only.
It was a good run. TikTok might actually be cooked now. Everyone in the US who opened their app today got this notification. Now, if you don't know, today is the day that TikTok officially sold to America, and now they're apparently collecting some new data from users. This notification basically lets everyone know that the app is under new management, and that they're going to be collecting new types of location data, whatever that means.
They collect your face. They collect the biometric settings of your face so they can duplicate it. They collect your keyboard strokes. Yeah, how fast you type, how hard you hit those keys, what emotion you were feeling. They collect your geo data, your IP. Where are you located? They collect the information in your background. Where are you standing? Where are you located? They identify all the buildings. They're using AI to do all this. And they collect all the usual stuff, your name, your password, your credit card information, your email address, your fucking home address. If you're filming outside your home, they have that. If you're filming in your city, they have that. And we're supposed to trust they're not going to do anything bad with it. It's just about the advertising. Yeah. It's just about the advertising. What's to say they couldn't use all that information, plug it into AI, make a duplicate of you, make some fucking videos of you, and then use that to charge you with a crime? I mean, I'm out on a limb here just fucking pulling that one out of my ass. But if I can think it, so can they. Why are they collecting my face?
Because what do you mean ICE went inside of a hospital and detained a woman who just gave birth and her newborn? What the fuck are you talking about?
We have some bombshell news this evening. NBC News has received a whistleblower memo that shows back in 2025, ICE quietly changed internal policy to allow agents to enter homes without a judicial warrant, breaking from long-standing policy and creating significant Fourth Amendment concerns. This memo was shared with Senator Blumenthal by whistleblowers within the Department of Homeland Security. It now says that ICE are able to forcibly enter into someone's home with just an administrative warrant. That's very different from a judicial warrant, which is signed by a judge. And traditionally, ICE has required a judicial warrant. A judge needs to find, essentially, that there is sufficient evidence to go and inside of someone's place of a dwelling of sorts. And internally, ICE says that the Constitution does not prohibit agents from entering just on administrative warrants, even though these are not signed by judges. That is significant, and it's almost certainly going to be challenged. Spread the word and follow along, stay up to date on all the news that you need to know about. More to come soon.
ICE is trying to say that they can go into your house without a warrant. And not only is that illegal, but the Fourth Amendment actually says you can use the Second Amendment to make sure that doesn't happen, if you know what I'm talking about. If they want to try being cute, two can play that game. Save this for later if you need to. I hope it helps.
All right, I can't be the only one that thinks it's a little weird with this ice storm. And the ice storm. What?
ICE is in Hawaii, and today my grandson came home with this assignment. Family Migration Project. How many members are in your family? Name each member. Which member migrated your family to Hawaii? Send 2 to 3 pictures of your family to your child's school email address. Name the country your family is from. What are some facts you know about your home country? Send 2 to 3 pictures of your family in your home country. Why did you come to Hawaii? Push factors are the reasons why your family left your home country. Pull factors are reasons why your family moved to Hawaii. When did your family migrate to Hawaii? What did your immigrated family members do when they came to Hawaii? What did they do to survive in this new place? Again, send 2 to 3 pictures of your family in their early years of arriving in Hawaii. What does your family do now to survive? Again, send 2 to 3 pictures to your child's school email address. I was born and raised in Hawaii. My parents were born and raised in Hawaii. In the 3 years that my grandson has been in this school, we've never had a project like this. They sent this shit out to every student in the school with the assumption that everyone is a fucking immigrant.
ICE is now stealing the possessions of the people they kidnapped. Watch this.
Your uncle's in jail? Yeah, that's cool, but I want the truck. You stole the truck, and I got you on video, and I called Anaheim PD already. They're aware.
So that was the son of a man kidnapped by ICE confronting the ICE agent who stole his dad's truck after they arrested him. The family had no idea that he had even been arrested, since ICE isn't being required to follow any of the rules of due process. So his son was following the truck's GPS to try and find their dad. And instead, he found a pathetic fascist piece of out for a joyride on his day off in the man's truck. And I want you to ask yourself, if they are already so bold as to steal entire vehicles, do you really think that there is any chance that they aren't also stealing smaller, much easier to conceal items like, say, jewelry or cash or books or clothing? How many more parallels is it going to take for y'all to realize that history is repeating itself? How many more parallels is it going to take for you to realize that our government has scapegoated immigrants in the same exact way that Jewish people were previously? Because you do realize that Germans also had bureaucratic justifications for why they needed to remove all of the Jewish people from their country in order to save their economy, right? They also believed that their jobs were being taken by interlopers. And they also believed that their government's actions, while cruel and inhumane, were necessary to protect their country and their children. They sounded exactly like you. They repeated all of the same bull excuses that you all whisper to yourselves in between shopping trips and church sermons. Do you really think that you could look Jesus Christ in the eyes if he came back today and saw how you allowed God's children to be treated? Do you really think he would want to have anything to do with you after finding out the kind of state-sanctioned violence that you cheered on? Because I sure as don't. I think he'd find you repulsive, and I think he would be deeply ashamed.
Let me be clear. If any law enforcement agent, any ICE agent, is going to come to Philly to commit crimes, then you can get the F out of here. Because if you do that here, I will charge you with those crimes. You will be arrested. You will stand trial. You will be convicted, whether it's in state or federal court. It's my office prosecuting it. That's how the law works. And you will do your time, because Donald Trump cannot pardon you for a state court conviction. Do you hear me, ICE agents? Do you hear me, National Guard? Do you hear me, military? You're going to jail if you commit crimes in the city of Philadelphia. You will be accountable. The law applies to all of you. And I know that there are honest, decent, moral law enforcement officers out there by the bushel, including in ICE. This is not for you. This is for any one of your colleagues who thinks they are above the law.
They will do to us exactly what they did to the Palestinians. Because the world watched and let it happen. Because the world is watching and still doesn't stop it.
We're seeing things happen that have never happened before. This isn't like it was in the 40s and 50s. This is authoritarianism has made its way into every single nook and cranny of our government. They are kidnapping people. They are illegally deporting American citizens.
Going into American citizens' homes without a warrant.
Minneapolis, where they shot Miss Good. They're shooting people, they're blinding people, all kinds of really, really bad things are happening. And it's not a question of right or left. I don't care what party you belong to. It's a question of right or wrong, right? And I think lines are being crossed, and it's enough.
I think
we've had enough, right? We are the land of the brave. Our loved ones fought and many died for these freedoms. We can't allow them to be taken away from us, because if we let them go now, they won't be there later when we need them back. So this is what we have to do. We have to not be alone. We have to work with other people in solidarity. We have to build community. Indivisible is a wonderful organization, and it has chapters all over the country. So join You have churches, you have garden clubs, whatever groups that you are part of, help them get organized. Help them learn in advance what to do when they come for you. And they will, believe me.
Well, not enough for your point. So what you're saying is, due to the fact that you guys are state or municipal agencies, you are not under the United States Code Title 18, 241, 242, duty under the Colorado law, which requires all law enforcement officers or anyone bearing a uniform to verify a warrant and ensure that due process rights under the Constitution, Amendment number 4, are not being violated. What you are saying is, as a peace officer of this state and a person that serves this community, you don't have the authority to follow the U.S. law and the U.S. code? Is that what you're saying? Because that's what it sounded like to everyone here.
Yeah,
sir.
that's it.
That's it.
What I am saying is that we are not going to intervene in a federal law enforcement operation. Period.
United States Code, Title 18.
And I'm telling
Section
you-
241, 242, duty under the Colorado law, and as well as uphold the violation of the constitutional rights, documented and undocumented, of any person under Amendment 4 of the Bill of Rights and the U.S. Constitution. You are saying that you and your officers and everybody bearing a uniform is not going to uphold U.S. law over a memo that is illegal, that is not being upheld by the Supreme Court, over Kavanaugh stops that are not a final decision. It is a stay, and it's still stopping circuit dying court. Is that what you were saying, sir? To me and your entire constituency and people
Fine,
that are
you would
present here,
break
you are
state
saying
law.
that
Bro.
the United States law and the United States Constitution has no validity over a potential illegal operation that hasn't even been decided in the court of law, that the Supreme Court hasn't even heard if it's even legal or illegal, or issued any decision on, sir. Is that what you were saying?
We are not going to intervene in a federal
And I am now a law student at Loyola Law School. And my professor for law, regulation, and legislation last semester worked under Title VII, which is the civil rights under President Biden. So when I am asking this question, sir, I've questioned people working under the previous president, and that's the validity of this question. So I am very well advised that what I ask you is, if you're going to respect and uphold the laws of this nation that protect me as a citizen and my parents as documented immigrants, and we have protected them as undocumented immigrants, and you have not given your constituents that had their trust up until today, had their trust on you, you are not giving us an answer. And the reason why you're not giving us an answer is because you're afraid. And let me tell you something. I'm afraid too. I'm a mother, I have kids, I have parents, I'm afraid too. But the moment you step over your fear and you do the right thing anyway, sir, that is courage.
You
And
can
if
do
you
it.
in your department show the courage to defend your constituents, sir, they will continue to not trust you, they will continue to not like you, and they will eventually remove you. Because the people are done. And if you recall 1992, like I do, because I was 12, you guys don't want that. I don't want that in my city. I don't want that in my county. 1992, the cities were on fire, and black and brown people suffered, and we were children, and we were traumatized. And your inaction and inability to hold the federal government accountable, which you can't do because states have rights. You guys could be, every single police department could be suing right now if they wanted to the federal government. All you have to do is get the courage to do it. That's what I just want you to know that right now, you are breaking the loyalty these people had to you.
Yes.
They are
Yes.
afraid to call you, that then you have no job. You have no
You are
authenticity.
removed.
You are breaking.
There's no
you are
necessity
breaking
for
the
you guys.
covenant.
We don't need you guys for
You're
what?
breaking the covenant between
You're
your
illegitimate now.
constituents, the citizens that support you, and you. And you guys should really think about that.
Gone like the wind.
Hey, he was slick. He wasn't around.
I know. Gone like the wind, like they were done.
Hey, next vote, get him out.
Hell yeah.
Get him out of here. Get him out.
The world said that Trump couldn't do it. He couldn't make a deal on Greenland. And then he went to the World Economic Forum, and now there's a deal for Greenland. Watch.
We have a concept of a deal. I think it's going to be a very good deal for the United States, also for them. And we're going to work together on something having to do with the Arctic as a whole, but also Greenland, and it has to do with the security, great security, strong security, and other things.
Keep in mind, he just said the entire Arctic region, which is actually bigger than just Greenland. This probably has China and Russia extremely worried, because now the American presence and the Western presence in the Arctic is going to be a lot stronger than it ever was. And they said Trump couldn't make this deal, but he is the deal maker. And he made it.
Trump does not want Greenland for power or military strategy, as everyone is thinking. Under Greenland's ice sits something far more valuable than land or power. Trillions in untapped gold and rare minerals. And the moment the ice melts, whoever controls Greenland controls the next gold rush. And if Trump controls the next gold rush, a lot of gold stocks will probably go parabolic. It seems like BlackRock Silver also realized this, since they want to accelerate their mining projects in Nevada, the most prolific gold belt in the United States. One junior company sitting in that exact belt is Iconic Minerals, ticker ICM. This segment was disseminated on behalf of the company. BlackRock didn't randomly choose this location. They're positioning early before the upside that Trump could bring. I've been talking about Iconic since 7 cents, and we're now currently at 20 cents a share. They are a junior company sitting in the belt where big money is deploying capital before a big move.
And there are very few countries left. By the way, what are we doing with Greenland? We got to do something with Greenland. Where's my advanced team? Go to Greenland. They must have some satellite needs or something that we could do there. But we're coloring the world blue.
So that's a clip that surfaced from 2018 showing the now Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, saying they got to do something with Greenland. They have to turn the world blue, which is the Israeli color. And the video, it ended where he said, we got to turn the world blue and we have to make Greenland blue. So now the theory that people have is that the only reason Trump is adamant about taking Greenland is because of that clip. Benjamin Netanyahu and Israel want Greenland. And we know United States of America is an unofficial colony of Israel. So whatever Benjamin Netanyahu wants, Benjamin Netanyahu gets. So right now he wants Greenland, and Trump is going to get it for him, and American soldiers will kill Danish soldiers to make it happen.
So the U.S. offered $700 billion to buy Greenland. $700 billion. Who the fuck got $700 billion, bro? Who's picking up the tab? That's goddamn taxpayer money. So we had $700 billion to offer for a country that said it ain't for sale, but we can't get free healthcare and free education like all these other first world fucking countries. I swear to God, bro, the US is a fucking third world country with a corrupt ass government with a goddamn Gucci belt. $700 billion for another country, but we can't get free healthcare and niggas is homeless and we can't get free education. Make that make sense, bro. Make that make sense. The fuck?
News, Germany has turned on Israel. Big news today, the Germans announced they are no longer supporting Israel and will instead work towards a Palestinian state, as well as stopping all arms deliveries to Israel and punishing their economy with sanctions and tariffs. Israel has already responded, saying that Germany is going back to the World War II route and that the world could be in danger. But it appears that the Germans are fed up with Israel, as 200 of the most powerful German celebrities penned a letter to the new Chancellor Merz, begging him to cancel arms sales to Israel and sanction them into oblivion. And they're even canceling a lot of major trade deals that was made earlier this year between the Germans and Israelis. Also, military deals and pacts are being shredded, and Germany is also saying that the annexation of the West Bank is illegal and that they stand with the Palestinians. Netanyahu is saying that Israel does not need Germany, and that if Germany keeps up this aggressive rhetoric towards Israel, that consequences will occur. For the first time in Germany, the youth of Germany no longer support Israel. Very interesting things are to come for the nation.
Huge breaking news. Trump just posted a photo of Canada and Greenland as U.S. colonies. This is not a joke anymore. He is serious.
Signed an executive order to bring back mental institutions and insane asylums. We're going to have to bring them back. Hate to build those suckers, but you got to get the people off the streets.
I don't care. I don't even think there will be textbooks by the time my kids get to school. As it is, kids don't learn cursive. And you know why they don't learn cursive? Why? Because the less people that know how to read cursive, the less you can read old documents, the less you can learn about history. You can't read the Declaration of Independence if you don't read cursive.
That makes me sick and scared.
You can't read old love letters. You can't read Lord Byron's love letters. You can't read anything that was handwritten in any sort of cursive if you can't read it. Like, you just can't. I'm sure it's translated somewhere, but you can't like check it for yourself.
So they found the ringleader of the Somali fraud scam in Minnesota. A white woman. So now what?